If you ever have the feeling that you're being followed around by some malevolent spirit, just be glad you're not in the world of Gintama, because it could be much, much worse. I'm pretty sure I can make friends with my ghouls and demons in this world, mainly because they don't steal my toilet paper. But if they said last episode of the cut content, Shinpachi with his new glasses, is better vision really worth it? Shall we see? Living in a world where you see all of these spirits, the true side of everything, just what people are dealing with, is it any different than everything that we've seen so far in Gintama? I see that Shinpachi is loving his new spectacles, and all of it because he didn't find a pair that wasn't so stylish. And just how many cursed items are there in the world of Gintama? It seems almost like everything has a link to some sort of evil spirit, a change of personality completely, a link to the other side. And compared to everything that we've really seen before, this is the end of the offcuts, the bits and pieces that haven't been deemed worthy enough to be main Gintama. So we will be moving on to more of the actual story, which I'm kind of apprehensive about. I liked these dumb bits that really had no bearing on anything, no change to anyone's personalities, major storylines, or anything of the like. We can just sit back and enjoy them for what they are. But after this, there's no telling what we might see. You're splitting out into the various teams there. Of course, Shinpachi being able to see what was actually beyond the curtain. And seeing that Kagura's with a broken bottle and Gintoki's spirits are well known. A bottle of detergent. Wow. They are really raking in the prizes. Why is Shinpachi the only one without anything? Has all spirits... Hasegawa? I mean, he does straddle the line of life and death. Guardian spirit. A dead man walking. He's been lost for far too long now. The glass is the only real connection to the material plane. I see. Just a long line of all of them slowly falling. So if you've ever had weird stomach bug or lightheadedness out of nowhere. You know why. And yeah, if there's no one else there to interrupt them, they can win the prize for themselves. Why wouldn't they? He burst his sandbag thing. Everyone's gonna get on so well. The two worlds side by side, fun, frolicking in, with friends and family, and then a battle to the death. What would be something blocking the basket? Seems to be quite there's nothing blocking the basket. Why can't they see him? His glasses are still there, at least. Who's on Team Red, then, to have a super-powered guardian spirit that could even beat Gintoki's toilet trauma? What happened to her? Oh. Well, she's just catering the event. Okay. When did she obtain something like this? Well, why am I even asking? It's gonna be something stupid. Well, we know what she's been doing. I mean, if you're wasting food to that degree, everything. I mean, Shinpachi could be classed as a debuff. Was actually one of many. But does that mean we'll have more side characters who are overpowered? Got something that they really don't deserve. Take a big fistful. Really dig in deep. Or right on the surface so you get... Ballsack Guardian Spirit. I'd rather not to know. Has nothing to do with curses. Well, who would have thought that Condor himself would... Poor boy. Although, surely you'd be disqualified for... Okay. Oh, yeah, destroying the basket and everything that would be inside. Okay. Go home while we still have our lives, still have something to cling on to. Three-legged race? Oh no. Three-legged obstacle course. Surely that would be a danger. I mean, how many people are going to be taking a trip to A&E? They're not out for the count yet. Still need to... Well, are they going to combine? do the fusion dance, they'll grow even stronger. Hasegawa. They just got a massive power down. You really need to be careful with whoever you're combining with. You don't know will come with it. A fly. Really, we're doing the Cronenberg referencing the fly and the teleporter. Ah, one. And excuse me? I mean, does no one realise that they're floating slightly above the ground? But also, isn't that slightly cheating with I mean, is anything really different now? Is there anything in the rules to say you can't call a taxi to get to where you're going? He's got some fancy gloves. His guardian spirit is a Corolla. What? I think the best part is really, is no one gonna ask some questions here about him floating along? Make sure to wear your seatbelts. Safety first. How many charity events and obstacle courses would have warding talismans and the like? He's not going to give up on the Corolla at this point. Why are you... If you're there to arrest him, why thank you! Why are you joining in on the event? Those sneaky policemen. Also, why is one of them at least actually joining in with this insanity? Oh no, they're too powerful. Not Maserati. Well, because you need some Western warding bullshit to stop it. Does any of them have a proper driving license to go? Or insurance, at least? I'm not sure. It really needs to be said not to put mayonnaise into your cars. You've forgotten why you're here. Another challenger enters the race. Okay. But why? So, excuse me. His guardian spirit is himself. Makes sense, actually. Is he going to actually be the cause of every every spirit and every curse around here. Although he didn't really have to dig too deep to find that darkness. Yep, let's go. What's going to be the thing to slam down on them? While escaping reality... Bleh. While escaping reality of cleaning bathrooms, you create a god? Or a spirit, at least? But we still have at least one challenger slowly crawling across his face. What is the body count of this little event? He's a sneaky boy, isn't he? Disappearing amongst the transitions, hiding behind people. Bread eating. Cavalry battle? How do you first off, what's a cavalry battle? Ah, okay. And how do you combine bread eating, scavenger hunt, and cavalry? You can eat them or use them as a weapon. Not sure they've got the hang of how scavenger hunts go. Is no one questioning? No one at all questioning why part of the rule set is they don't have to be human. First, he needs to win. They really want the grand prize. I see there's... At least on this day of the year, the motivation isn't zero. Hasegawa's really going for it for some reason. Okay, understandable. Turn around. There's so much more bread out there. I can go without it now. Carbs is bad for me. I've suddenly developed a gluten allergy. I'd rather not lend Gintoki any of my love. I'd be afraid of what he does with it. But how are you meant to wield it as a weapon? That is bad. I see everyone's averting their eyes. I see. A family memento, the last remnants of their late father. Might actually be useful. Grandpa's age. Divine Sword God Death Crimson Blade Mark II. You know, they can be found anywhere, just on the street corners in the latest... Yeah, on sale in 7-Eleven. Told you. Yeah, but if it was part of the scavenger hunt, they wouldn't write something that you couldn't find. Is he a goat? Just because it was okay to eat it? Just, okay. It's for the best. At the end of this, there's not going to be any divine spirits left, is there? Ah. He's crossed over. He's joined the other side. Of course, because they're all doing the games at the minute, no spirit is here to join. Is it just the glasses that are really old? Also, I don't think you'd be able to get the best view out of them held together with masking tape. We live in... So what? Kentucky and Kagura get those two, and then Shinpachi gets an old man? Such a thought-provoking moment. No matter what, they are always there. Even if most of the time you really don't want that to be the case. And with this, they can overcome anything. I doubt it. Just think of the prize money. Think of what you could do. You can see distant feelings and emotions. More. Might need a pair of reading glasses or something. There's only so long you can hold on to the past. What the fuck was that? Much like I said before, I know that certain Japanese hold things and tools in high regard. Using a knife till it's just a dull metal stud of itself. Really get the most out of everything and paying proper praise to a job well done and a tool well used. But some things should be thrown away. So, considering so many people were taken ill or harmed during the making of this episode, I'm kind of glad that the small dumb stories are over, because there wouldn't be much of a populace left of this city by the end of it if it wasn't. But now that we are never to return to the world of spirits, what are we going to... how are we ever going to forget Shogun assassination? Yeah, I remember that. Things that when they really started to change. Are we going through each and every one of the main arcs of causing Gintama to move on to something that is anything. Porori-hen. And now we will be moving on to the final installment, the latest and greatest of all, where hopefully everyone is going to have a little time to shine at least. Silver Soul Arc. And I can sense a lot of people wetting their pants just at hearing that name. But honestly, if you had to have anyone on your team, it really probably wouldn't be Hasegawa, or Shinpachi, or Gintoki, or Kagura. Actually, you might be better off just not entering these events at all. But it is kind of nice to see for once that the power of friendship, the belief in yourself and your others around you, not actually paying off. It's all a load of horseshit. And the less I see of Divine Spirit cars, and surprisingly a lack of JoJo references, despite them all basically having stands. And considering somewhat Japanese culture, but Shintoism, is that it? You're creating gods and everything for pretty much anything you can think of. Household spirits, spirits of used and abandoned tools, spirits of a lot of things that would actually be a lot more helpful. Actually having to see into that world, seeing everything that can and does go on in it. Yeah, I'd rather be blind. This might be a case where ignorance is actually the best answer. But what else can I really say? The end of an era again. We escaped it for a while, but moving back into Gintama, into the ever-changing landscape, the bits of the story which have a profound meaning and resonance with everything. And just how much are we going to have to sacrifice to get there? Are we going to miss those delightful additions to the character pool? Drunken Pikachu, multi-armed toilet roll stealer, old man? Probably not. Let's be honest, I can barely remember them already. But as is the case with Gintama, we have so much to think about, so many morals, so many lessons being learned. At the end of the day, don't climb into a cart of sandbags and flout your ballsack at anyone. I think it shouldn't be just relegated into that specific instance. It's probably best not to get them out anywhere. But if you've enjoyed Gintama, please let me know. Since this is the last of it, I think more people might be joining in now. Really getting back into the bits that may matter. So if you are here for this, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing to the channel. All in all, make sure to get yourselves a bit of rest. We're leaving this world and entering one far more dangerous. Join me for the next one. Unfortunately, I'm unable to visualize my inner demons and spirits, so I just have to get my patrons onto my back and really take the role for me. So, I need to thank the likes of Electricant, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Arthea, Shiwan, Mats, Gurley, Cardboard, Croyville, Ginterman, William Welch, Dark Shadow 7899, Mega 42, Finesse Kid, and everyone else. Although, please make sure to keep all kinds of cars outside. There's not really much room in here.